Okay, please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Fire blocking goes between they beef up the studs, and if you have an electrical fire or any type of fire that's inside the wall, it slows it down so that it don't have access to the oxygen from floor to ceiling. So that's why you put fire blocking inside the wall so you can beef it up. Okay, I'm gonna rip my stock to 2 and 5/16. 5/16 is 1 stroke after a quarter. Okay, I'll show you a little tip or technique on how to scribe when you're ripping stock like that. Okay, I just marked my measurement. Here it is. If you have a pen or a pencil, preferable pencil, but right now my X-Acto knife, the blade is horrible, so you use your finger as a ripping guide, lock it against, and then you take the pen and then you line it up with your mark, and then you keel it. My pen is also acting up, so, and then you scribe. See that? And you scribe your measurement. Okay, hope that was helpful. Try it. It takes practice. It's 15 plus years of doing construction, so I have a steady hand. That's what the end result looks like. And then you're going to take and put your saw blade on this side of the stock so that your measurement from here matches what you need. So when you insert it inside the stud, it fits perfectly inside and it's not projecting outside. So you're going to set your saw blade outside of your mark. X marks the spot. X marks the spot for where you're going to be setting your saw blade and cutting. Ripping, to be precise. Ripping. Okay? So when you're getting ready to rip stock, see how much of the blade is projecting underneath the guard. You get a cleaner and better cut if you set the depth adjustment to whatever you are needing. My stock is 1 inch stock, so I'm going to try and set this to 1 1/16 or 1 1/8 for a cleaner, sleeker cut, and it rips less. You have less tear out. Okay, this is your ripping guide. You have 1/4 inch. My apologies, the lighting is not perfect. 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. So I have it set just below 1 inch. It looks like 1 1/4 inches to be exact, but it's not. And then you take your measuring tape. You have to move that right, because this is your ripping sawdust guide that prevents the dust from coming and blowing back at you. So you push that up and then you check with a measuring tape. I'm by myself, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to give you a shot of it. But that's how you check. Stick the measuring tape underneath and you get it to where you set it under the guide, the saw guide, the surface. This is like your table saw surface, your saw surface, and then you measure from there. You remove the rip guard. You can cut a shim and insert a shim if you're a professional and you're good at it. Creating a makeshift table saw right here just to help hold the wood. Be careful. There we go. To get a nice clean rip and line up your blade perfectly, you have your saw guide right here. See this little notch? This is your cut slash ripping guide right here. This tells you where and how to set your saw so that you can rip. So like how I'm ripping my stock to a specific size and I want it to cut, I will have to line this edge up with my mark, and then that will give me my measurement. If I want my stock to be less than 5 5/8, I use this side. This is also a speed square. You can use this to square up your saw, line it up and cut a square 90 degrees and rip. This is a miter for your miter. Okay, that will be for future, but just this right here. And there you have it. Even comes your worm drive, come most of them. I'm not so sure if they have that now, but some of them have a little clip that you can hang it up, keep it off the ground and keep it working even if it's raining. Okay, so earlier I came and I measured the distance between each stud. Excuse me, if your layout is done right, they're supposed to be 15 3/4 consistent, right? Because you're setting them 16 on center. So they should have a specific number throughout the whole thing. Like how I've been making adjustment, it might vary, 1 or 2 of them will be slightly different. Okay? So now I'm going to go harvest my numbers. Putting my fire blocking, staggering them so that I can have access to put screws in from both sides. There you have it. Belize, Central America. Should be your next vacation destination. Come hang out with Empower by Roots Work. Check out the website for information and email.